senior is Ryan Simets. Ryan is escorted by his parents, Tim and Molly Simets, and sister Abby. After graduation, Ryan plans on attending The Ohio State University and majoring in health sciences on a physical therapy track while continuing his football career. Ryan's favorite baseball memory is growing up playing baseball all around Ohio with his best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Simets. Our last senior is Bodie Wolford. Bodie is escorted by his parents, Shane and Jenny Wolford, and his siblings. After graduation, Bodie plans on attending Bryant University to major in business and continue his football career. Bodie's favorite baseball memory is playing high school baseball with the same group of friends he started with in travel baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, Bodie Wolford. Let's give a big round of applause for our 2020-26 seniors.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation. Serving Jackson County and need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation. Serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable, and affordable service since 1995. Call 740-288-20. and arrive in style.
When life throws you the unexpected, you need someone who knows the law and knows the community. From personal injury to criminal defense, family law to estate planning, John Clark has the experience you can trust. Call today, 740-286-4200, or visit 221 East Main Street in Jackson.
Every home is part of a chapter in your life story. Whether it's your first home, a place in your growing family, or an empty nester cottage, I'm here for you. From my team to yours, go Ironmen.
As we honor the spirit of hard work and the American grit that keeps our community strong, Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping is here to help you tackle the tough jobs. When winter hits, count on our fast, dependable snow removal, and don't forget to stop in and look at our wide selection of firewood for sale so your home stays warm all winter long. If you have a storage shed that needs cleaned out, call 740-577-2218 today, and they'll get it done quickly and professionally. This season, choose a locally trusted, veteran-owned and operated team that believes in service, reliability, and pride in every job. Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping, working hard for the red, white, and you.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
Are you looking for the perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson. We're the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local pros at Red Apple Realty. They know Jackson and Ohio like the back of their hand, and they want to make your move smooth, simple, and successful. From first homes to forever homes, farms to fixer-uppers, they have the keys to your next chapter. If it's residential, commercial, or you're looking for land, their agents will search statewide for whatever you need. Call Red Apple Realty today at 740-577-3600 or visit redapplerealtyllc.com. Need furniture, appliances, electronics, mattresses? Jackson's Rent to Own has you covered. No credit checks, flexible payment plans, and fast delivery, so you can enjoy what you want when you want it. From big screen TVs to comfy sofas, brand name washers and dryers, and now a great selection of tires to keep you rolling. We make it easy to own the things you love. Come see us today at Jackson's Rent to Own, 427 East Main Street, where you get more for your money and a smile with every deal.
It's time to rent to own.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
It's that time of year again. It's football season. Stop in and see us at the Sherwood-Falks Insurance Agency to learn more about Ohio Mutual. We can help you select the right coverage for your needs. Call us today at 740-286-1708 or visit us on the web at SherwoodInsurance.com.
At Apple City Wholesalers, you'll never pay retail. Save 40 to 70% on name brand items from toys and tools to fashion and home goods. Get ready for your summer with their great deals on their outdoor inventory too. Don't miss their popular Facebook Live sales from Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. featuring 50 to 60 items each.
Welcome to Dick Starkey Howler Field and another Jackson Ironmen baseball game. And the Ironmen are welcoming the Hillsboro Indians in what will be the final game of the Frontier Athletic Conference season. And Dan, I tell you what, we've got a little bit riding on this game. The Ironmen are already co-champions, but I think they'd like to be undisputed.
No question about it, Pete Wilson, going for their third Frontier Athletic Conference championship in a row, 5 of the last 6. And for Coach McGraw, it would be his 8th league championship as a Jackson Ironman baseball coach.
Right, and the Ironmen basically clinched a co-championship by defeating Hillsboro, these same Indians, 2 days ago over at Hillsboro. Ironmen winning 7-2. Game started off 1-1, and Jackson just slowly built the lead and ended up winning by a score of 7-2. The previous week, the Miami Trace Panthers, which had been in first place with the Ironmen, dropped a 2-1 decision to the Chillicothe Cavaliers, which put them in second place and put Jackson in the position of controlling their own destiny, not only through a co-championship, but for an outright championship.
Well, it's been the two dominant teams this year within the Frontier Athletic Conference as the Ironmen come into league play at 8-1 today. Miami Trace, as you said, now 7-2. The other teams, Greenfield 4-5. They're the team taking on Miami Trace tonight, and then Chillicothe 3-6 versus Washington Courthouse 2-7. So it has come down, and this Hillsboro team is also 3-6 within the league. So this is a big game. I mean, if you're Miami Trace, you're trying to take care of business over there at Greenfield and then going to be watching the scoreboard to see if there's any chance Hillsboro could upset our Ironmen. But Ironmen, I think, have different plans for tonight's contest, and that is to get an outright championship for the third year in a row here at Sparky Haller Field.
The Indians come in with an overall record of 9-10, and doing a quick scan of the schedule and their scores, it is a team that can put some runs across. They've had 2 of their victories in the conference have been mercy run rule victories, so you know, they are dangerous. Walker Pence steps in. He's the first batter, and there is a curveball foul back to the plate.
Pete, we've been pretty blessed today weather-wise. As much rain as we had last night. The Sparky Haller Field looks spectacular, and a lot of shout-outs to Coach McGraw. He is about as good of a field groundskeeper as you would find anywhere. He keeps his field almost perfect.
0-1 pitch them to long, swing and a miss, took something off that pitch. Got a text from Coach McGraw fairly early in the morning when I was asking about how the field was, and he knew at 7:40 this morning the field would be okay if it didn't rain too much more.
Yep, pretty, and it is. A little bit of a breeze tonight, going from left to right field. Jackson in this league-winning type scenario going with a freshman pitcher and a freshman catcher. It shows you the youth. We have, you know, our top hitters are seniors, but we have all 4 classes represented with this baseball team.
1-2 pitch is hit on the ground right at Simons. He picks it up clean, throws across the diamond to Bodie Wolford, and the first hitter for Hillsboro is retired. Waylon DeLong has been an outstanding number 2 pitcher behind left-hander junior Raylan Wyan, who's kind of the stopper of the team, but Waylon has done a great job. And I'll tell you what, Dan, in the conference or in the tournament, if you got a 1-2 punch, you can be dangerous on the mound.
Yeah, and you do need that 1-2 punch, and boy, Raylan has kind of stepped up to take over that number 1 role. Waylon DeLong, Pete, you know, he's an outstanding maybe number 2 pitcher for us, but also been a starter from at a second base, so he has certainly been a factor this year.
Jack Cornelly, the catcher, is up. A nice curveball in there by DeLong. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ironman defense, of course, Smalley catching, DeLong pitching, Bodie Wolford over at first. At second base is Tanner Jenkins. That's where DeLong usually is. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Simons, of course, at shortstop. Cooper Markham, who now is taken over at third base. Down there again in the outfield from left to right, it's Eli Ray, Leighton Kemp, and Ashton Seymour.
Cornell, the batter right now, leading hitter average-wise with a .451 average to lead Hillsboro.
That pitch a little away and low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 2 hitter in the Hillsboro lineup. Walker Pence, the leadoff man, grounded out to shortstop to start this game. 2-2 pitch coming. On the outside corner, strike 3. Well placed, Dan Morrow, for the second out.
Yes, it was. Waylon in good form here to start the game.
Here is Zach Brown, the center field. Of course, you know, when Jackson came into this season, you know, had some very proven returnees, but some holes due to graduation, and Waylon DeLong has certainly plugged one of them, but not only as a hitter, but as a starting pitcher.
Brown comes in batting .432 on the season for this Hillsboro team. Jackson, as we said, 16-3 on the season. You know, it was a season, as you just mentioned, Pete, had to fill a lot of holes from that outstanding team of last year, and boy, have they done it. The youth on this squad has been doing more than probably expected.
Right, that pitch a little bit low and away, 2 balls, and of course, you know, it's a nice mix because the Ironmen have 4 seniors on the team, and 3 seniors on the team are right in the middle of the lineup, and they have been the heart of the team, though, on this senior night. We'll mention them here in a minute. Did he swing? I thought he did. They asked him. Said,
He
yes,
did.
He did. So we go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Brown tried to hold up, but could not.
Looked at it, there's a lot of seniors on this roster for Hillsboro.
Pitch is a little bit high, ball 3. As far as the Ironmen seniors, they were honored here just before the game. This is senior night. Bodie Wooford, Ryan Simons, Eli Ray, and Grant Crozier all honored in the spotlight.
Nice ceremony.
3-1 pitch is hit in the air. Looks like Bodie Wooford's going to make an easy play over there in foul territory for the 3rd out. So DeLong puts him down 1-2-3 in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After a half inning of play, it's the visiting Hillsboro Indians 0. Your Jackson Ironmen coming to bat. You're listening to Jackson Ironmen Baseball and viewing on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Night. Visit them on Facebook or stop by in person. Apple City Wholesalers, your budget-friendly shopping destination.
And now a special thanks to Top Tier Customs for sponsoring our instant replay.
Top Tier Customs in Jackson is your local destination for bold builds and custom styles. From lift kits and lighting to wheels, winches, and more, we do it all with expert care. Bring your truck, Jeep, or SUV in today and leave with a ride that truly stands out.
Virgil Hamilton Nationwide Insurance in Jackson offers tailored coverage for auto, home, renters, business, life, and more. Our friendly team makes insurance simple. Get expert advice and local service you can trust right here in your community.
Are you looking for a reliable title company? Warranty Title Agency is a place you can trust. Whether you're closing on your first home or deed preparation, title exams, and more, Warranty Title Agency has got you covered. Stop by 227 East Main Street, Jackson, or call 740-286-2248. looking for a reliable title company? Warranty Title Agency is a place you can trust. Whether you're closing on your first home or deed preparation, title exams, and more, Warranty Title Agency has got you covered. Stop by 227 East Main Street, Jackson, or call 740-286-2248.
top half of inning number 2. Quick throw over there. DeLong has a really quick move over there.
Does a nice job. Takes a little peek over there occasionally. Keep the runner honest. That time he went ahead and turned and threw and made Lane or made Holland dive back.
2-1 pitch coming. Just off the plate for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's your 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And Jeweler.
Whoa.
Oh, they called that a strike.
He was 2 steps up the line toward first base.
Well, I'll say this for Brady Jeweler. I thought it was ball 4.
I did too, but that's okay. Full count.
Here we are. Pitch is a little low and out. No, did they? Oh, no, now it's the other way around. The Ironmen thought they had a strikeout, and that is called ball 4. And so Jeweler goes down to first base, Holland down to second.
Wow, and I thought that one was closer to a strike than the previous one, but the results are a walk, 2 on, 2 outs, and their number 8 hitter up.
Brody Kelch, the shortstop. So
also hits at a high average speed of 431.
Curveball is hit on the ground to Cooper Markham, and he
nice.
does the smart thing, takes it unassisted down to third base for the final out in the inning. So in the inning for Hillsboro, they get 2 runners on base, but nothing happens scoreboard-wise. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. As we said, a couple runners left on base. In the middle of inning number 2, it's the Jackson Ironmen 5, the Hillsboro Indians 0. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. Okay, we were up here in the second inning as we come back just a little bit late, and while we were away, Ryan Simons hits a deep fly to left center field that neither outfielder can get, and he trots into second with a leadoff double. That is his second hit of the game.
By the way, Pete, Ryan Simets is the leading hitter in the Frontier Athletic Conference. He was second last week. His average is up to 543 coming into today's game, and he's 2 for 2.
Well,
what a season for the senior shortstop.
Yeah, he was 2 for 4 over at Hillsboro. Had a couple of RBIs. Eli Ray also had 2 hits, and Bodie Wooford had 2 hits. So the seniors really led the offensive parade over at Hillsboro. Here is Bodie Wooford, who hit that deep fly off the left field wall, the black monster. I think
I'd say about 3 feet from clearing that wall. For the home run. It was high up on there.
Right, every bit of 25 feet maybe. I don't know. And there is another deep fly, and that's going to go foul. He turned on that one, but foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is outside for ball 2. Now I'm hearing me. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Bodie has got his average all the way up to 400 for the season.
Pitch is outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff double by Simons here in the bottom half of the second after the Ironmen sent 11 batters to the plate and scored 5 runs in the first inning. Pitch is a curveball, swing and a miss. Wolford trying to protect the plate, did not get the curveball. Simons was running on the play, and so he will get an uncontested stolen base, and he's on third base. Waylon DeLong, who had a single and 2 RBIs when in his first plate appearances last inning, bats now with a runner at third base. And there is a hot shot, but foul towards the Jackson dugout.
Boy, that first single Waylon turned on, hits a line drive right over the third baseman's head. Produced 2 runs for the Ironmen. Turned on that first pitch there, but that one's foul.
And DeLong hits it by the third baseman. The shortstop's got it. Long throw over there. And he is safe at first base. Legging it out is Waylon DeLong. He gets an RBI, his third of the game, as Simons was running from third base. Third baseman couldn't cut it off, so it was going to be a really tough play for the shortstop. He did everything he could, but of course Waylon can run pretty well, and his hustle gets him his second hit and an RBI. Ironmen now lead 6-0. Ashton Seymour comes up.
Second run of the contest for Ryan Simets.
Seymour got on the first time via the walk. Quick throw over there to keep DeLong honest over there at first base as a base runner. Pitch to Seymour. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch coming. Curveball drops in there. It was beauty. 1
Pretty
ball and
pitch.
2 strikes. It was. As we speak here, Greenfield McLean should be played. Miami Trace. Miami Trace trying to stay in the running for a co-championship. They need a win over McLean and need Jackson to lose here. And there's a hard ground ball by the third baseman into left field. Over to second base goes DeLong, and so Seymour joins the hit parade. He's down at first.
Third baseman playing in pretty tight on that. Hard hit ball shoots right by him into left field. So Ironman now 2 men on, just 1 out, already a run in. Cooper Markham
reached on a fielder's choice. His first time. Pitch is outside to Cooper. He is a sophomore.
kind of taking over that third base role, hitting better and better as the season goes.
Pitch is a little low, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So the Ironmen with a run so far here in the second to move their lead to 6-0, and they have 2 more runners on base right now with only 1 out. Pitch is a little bit high, ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes.
Needless to say, Juliet having to throw a lot of pitches here, and he's only in his second inning of work.
He throws back to second base, but Ryan DeLong out there, the base runner, saw it coming and got back easily. Curveball in there for a strike. Looked like Markham was taking all the way on the 3-0 count. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch is outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded again here in the bottom half of the second. I think the bases were loaded for most of the first inning against Juliet and the Indians.
Rylan Wyatt coming up, Pete, except for Bodie Wolford's shot against the fence. Probably hit it as hard as anybody has in this contest, but it was right at the pitcher his first time up.
Okay, we'll see what he can do the second time around. Pitch is outside or low one or the other or both. Ball one.
Another outstanding start Monday night for Ryland to give the Ironmen the guaranteed share of the Frontier Athletic Conference.
Pitches outside, ball two.
They pick up the 7-2 victory at Hillsboro.
No place to put Ryland. Counts 2-0 with the bases loaded. And there is a line drive over the first baseman's head into right field. One run is going to score, and they're going to hold up the runner at third. So the bases remain loaded. Ryland Wyatt gets an RBI single. He hit it hard again, Dan, and this time
yes, he
gets the single. So Ryland scoring is Wayland DeLong with the 7th run. Ashton Seymour is over at third. Cooper Markham is at second, and Ryland Wyatt is at first.
Ben Miller making the walkout. This time, I think he's probably going to make a change in the pitcher. Brady Juliet. And like I said, we've hit him hard, but Pete, he walks the first batter, and then it's a bunt single and a swinging infield hit. Got him in trouble. Now, the Ironmen have hit the ball well since then, but he just couldn't dig himself out of the trouble in this game. Ironmen already have a 7-0 lead. There's only one out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Okay, it's going to be number 3. That is Zach Brown, who had been in center field. He's going to come in and take over the pitching duties, and he's now getting a chance to warm up here. We'll have to see. Looks like number 1 is maybe going out to center field. Let's see who that would be.
Is Nate Lane.
Okay, well,
who was the first baseman. Juliet goes over to first base. So we got all kinds of changes in the fielding of Hillsboro.
Well, that means that, let's see here.
Pete, I want to shoot out a congratulations to you and Jeremiah Shaver doing a fabulous job last night with election returns. And I know it was a long night. And if you fall asleep at the microphone, we will understand, as you were up in the wee hours to bring us the news of the election returns. And a lot of happy people for Jackson City Schools.
That was just a great victory for everybody who wanted to see the Jackson City Schools keep their status. This was to avoid some cuts, not only in the budget, but what you have to do to make those budget cuts, and that is, cut personnel, cut programs, cut services, cutting into flesh there. It would have been, it wouldn't have been good, and give the Kids First for Jackson Public Schools Committee a lot of credit. I've said it, on the radio, and I said it on Main Street TV this morning. I'm not sure I've ever seen better work by a levy committee at the local level. And, these are just folks, not professional politicians or political consultants, but they did a great job, the committee, and they had a lot of support behind them in the community as well. And this is in a situation, Dan, there were, I think I read somewhere that 3 out of 4 income tax issues across the state for schools lost. So it's not an easy sell to try to get new taxes. And
I understand the fact that people don't want taxes. It's painful, but boy, the school is such a heartbeat of a community, and it is a big heartbeat here in Jackson.
Right, and give the voters credit too, because they had a choice to make, and it was close, but that issue passed by exactly 100 votes. Tanner Jenkins comes up. The bases are loaded. 2 more runs in. The Ironmen's lead is now 7-0. Tanner walked the first time. Swing and a miss. Got a good. He got a single. He had a single to left field that brought in a run. So he's trying to get his second hit. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitching, working against the reliever, Zach Brown. Pitch is low and away for ball 2. The Hillsboro defense is back now, maybe hoping for a double play to get out of the inning. Long look in by Brown. Now he says, okay, here comes the pitch. Pitch is inside, ball 3. Or was that a foul ball?
Well, I couldn't tell.
Hit something.
Tanner leaned back, hit something.
think he's saying it was a foul ball. Must have been 2 balls.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Okay. I think it hit off the knob of his bat.
Bases loaded, 2-2 the count. Ironman with 2 runs in, 7 already in the game. 7-0 is your score. A foul tip that the catcher holds on to, so it goes down as a strikeout for out number 2. Big out there by Brown with the bases loaded.
Leighton Camp coming up for the 3rd time, Pete Wilson. We're just in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
He walked and scored and also hit into a fielder's choice. Lefty against righty matchup here. I believe this is unless Camp led off at Hillsboro, that's the first time I've seen him in the leadoff spot. Got good speed.
I think he has led off a couple of times when we didn't broadcast, because Coach mentioned that he is a potential leadoff hitter.
He's getting that chance tonight here in this big FAC game. Pitch is inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Breeze kicking up a little bit here. Kind of a gloomy day now. The sun had come out earlier in the afternoon. Don't think there's much chance of rain, though. Had a good bit of that last night. Pitch is high and away, gets by the catcher. Here comes the Jackson runner. They throw, trying to get him, and he is out at the plate. Oh, my.
Close play.
Very close play. I thought he might have slid under that, but umpire says no. And so a good play there by the catcher to recover, get the ball to Brown, and he put the tag on Ashton Seymour trying to score. So in the inning for the Ironmen, they get 2 runs. There was 4 base hits. There was no errors, and there was 2 men left on base. So at the end of 2 innings of play, it's now the Jackson Ironmen 7, the Hillsboro Indians 0. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Are you looking for a reliable title company? Warranty Title Agency is a place you can trust. Whether you're closing on your first home or deed preparation, title exams, and more, Warranty Title Agency has got you covered. Stop by 227 East Main Street, Jackson, or call 740-286-2248.
Shortstop Simons backpedals in and gathers it in for out number 1.
Mason Dumpert, one of those 3-sport players here at Hillsboro. We've watched him football, basketball, and now baseball.
A man for all seasons. I believe he's a senior.
He is.
Here is Walker Pence, the second baseman. He grounded out to Simons at shortstop to start this game.
Been about a 3-year starter at the quarterback position for them in football. Whoa.
And that hits Pence right in the hip. So he is going to get a free pass via the hit pitch. He goes down to first base with 1 out. DeLong threw a curveball that didn't curve. Here's Jack Cornely, the catcher. He struck out the first time. DeLong, speaking of strikeouts, has struck out 3. He has walked 1 and hit a batter.
DeLong facing the righty, and he shows bunt. He gets the bunt down, but it is foul. Pence was on the move, trying to sacrifice over. Interesting play, Pete Wilson, down 7-0, trying to sneak in 1 extra base.
Oh, it's bunter's heaven here. We know that with the way that grass is thick and ball, you put it in the right place, you're got an excellent chance to beat it out.
That pitch is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. There is 1 out. We have a runner on first base, and the Ironmen have started out this game beautifully, have a 7-0 lead. We are in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch is outside. The throw from Smalley. Good job of throwing down to Simets, but the runner is in safe with a stolen base. How well has Smalley done stepping in now? As coach even now says he's not even a freshman catcher anymore. He's a veteran.
He has done a great job, no doubt about
Corbin has done a job thrown in there at that position. There's a fly ball to left center field. Eli Ray camps under it, makes the catch as he normally always does. Gets it back quickly in the infield. The runner stays at second base.
Well, one thing we've noticed about Eli Ray's defense, he always seems to see where the ball is very quickly and move in the right direction, and he made that play look easy.
Yes, he did. He gets a great jump on the ball. Zach Brown, now the pitcher, coming up to the plate. He popped out in the 1st inning. Runner on second base, 2 outs. That pitch is fouled back over here on Street. Waylon DeLong, an outstanding job here. Now pitching into his 3rd inning, has given up 1 hit. He has given up 1 walk, and he hit a batter. That batter is currently at second base now. The pitch to Brown. DeLong takes a peek back, and Ryan Simets sneaks a little bit behind him there just to keep him a little closer to second base. Zach Brown, a hitter over 400 for Hillsboro, batting in the 3rd slot in the order. Pitch a little bit high and inside, leans him back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Righty versus righty. Curveball down in the dirt. Corbin keeps it in front of him. Runner just dives back into second base. Very few pitches get past Corbin, Pete, back to the backstop.
Yes, moves very well in that squat position.
There's a pitch, catches the outside edge of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second. Waylon peeks back at the runner, comes to the plate, curveball, stays. Oh, it catches the inside edge of the plate. Called 3rd strike. So after 2.5 innings, it is your Jackson Ironmen 7, Hillsboro Indians 0. We'll be back. Total Media Sports brings you Jackson Ironmen baseball, and we'll be back with the...
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials, Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. VCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit VCRMCO.com to apply. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Okay, we're back at Sparky Howler Field. We're at the bottom of the third inning. It's been all Jackson so far. 5 runs in the first, 2 in the second. Ironmen hold the 7-0 lead. Zach Brown on the mound. Second pitcher today for Hillsboro. First pitch is high for a ball. Back at the top of the order for the Ironmen, that's Leighton Camp. He has had a walk, scored a run in that 5-run first inning. On with the fielder's choice, his second at bat. That pitch is high and away. 3-0 the count. Ironmen have had multiple runners each inning, obviously, with 7 runs scored. There's a pitch right down the middle, fastball. That's a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jackson trying to pick up win number 17 on the season. 5 straight seasons of 20 or more wins here for our Jackson Ironmen. There's a swing and a miss, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think tournament draw should probably come out this Sunday, Pete Wilson. And there's a pop-up. Looks like it's out of, no, catcher has a play on it. He did not.
I believe it got trapped against the net.
Yeah,
he got his glove on it.
He did. Catcher is Mason Dumpert, as we mentioned. Tough competitor for Hillsboro through the years. Count stays full. Leighton Camp, our center fielder. Outstanding fielder in center field. Coach calls him a shortstop out there. The 3-2. That is a little bit high, and Leighton Camp earns a walk here to start the 3rd inning.
Second time, Leighton Camp's actually been on all 3 times.
All 3 times.
Couple walks and a fielder's choice.
Eli Ray swinging infield single in the first inning, ended up scoring a run, did strike out his second time up. Nobody out. And there's a hard hit ball, just foul down the left field line. Foul by about a foot. Eli Ray having such a outstanding senior season hitting wise, batting .388 coming into today's game. 1 for 2 in today's contest. There's a curveball that hung in there, gets called strike, stolen base by Leighton Camp. I was just going to say Leighton Camp, one of the outstanding base runners for this Jackson baseball team, steals second easily. Nobody out, runner at second base. Senior left fielder Eli Ray at the plate was honored in Senior Day That ball hits into the dirt. Camp is going to be able to hustle down to third base. Catcher kept it in front of him, but it got about 4 or 5 feet out in front of home base, and so Camp advances to third base on the wild pitch. Still nobody out. Opportunity for Eli Ray. There's a ground ball, slowly hit, but just foul down the third baseline. That looked a little bit like his first hit in the first inning. And you're right, the grass is always a little bit thick here, but the ground a little bit saturated. It rained most of last night. That pitch is outside. It gets away from the catcher. Dumper does a good job hustling after it, and Camp stays at third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leighton Camp at third. Ironman trying to pick up run number 8 as they hold the 7-0 lead, trying to clinch an outright championship for the 3rd year in a row, Frontier Athletic Conference Championship. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Our girls softball team is a co-Frontier Athletic Conference champion. Spring sports have been outstanding again here at Jackson. There is a ball hit high in the air, left center field. Center fielder looks like he's camping on it. No, the right fielder gets it. Leighton Camp's going to tag, and he's going to come in easily to score. So that'll go as a sacrifice fly for Eli, an RBI, and the Ironmen pick up run number 8.
Ironmen have now scored in every inning. We're only in the 3rd.
Ryan Simet's coming up. He's leading hitter in the Frontier Athletic Conference. Came into tonight's contest hitting 543s, 2 for 2 tonight, single, a double. Has a stolen base, has scored 2 runs. Curveball for a called strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Eli Ray, Ryan Simets, Bodie Wooford, Grant Crozier, all honored in the pregame today. It's senior day here at Sparky Howler Field. There is a ground ball slowly hit toward the shortstop. He charges the throw over to first, and he does get him by a half step. First time Ryan has been retired tonight. So there's 2 outs. Bodie Wooford coming up. Bodie hit a towering fly ball off the top part of the left field fence. It only resulted in a single, a very long single, but it did drive in a run. Bodie also scored a run. Bodie has the most home runs in the Frontier Athletic Conference with 4, it looks like, in the standings. There's a curveball going to be a called strike.
I think he had a home run Monday at Hillsboro, if I'm remembering my rundown on that.
If he did, that would be his 5th, I think, on the season.
Yes, he did have a home run.
And he just missed number 6 in the first inning, and there's a second called strike. 3 sports star here at Jackson High School. We're going to miss this senior class, Pete Wilson, in all academics, athletics, and there's a shot at the shortstop. 1 bounce, he catches it, throws over. Bodie hit it hard, but it's a ground out, 6-3. Ironmen go down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So, after 3 innings of play, it is your Jackson Ironmen 8, Hillsboro 0. We'll be back with more Jackson Ironmen baseball right here on Total Media Sports.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
A special thanks to Henderson's Western Store for sponsoring our ground camera. Your support helps make all of this possible. Thank you, Henderson's.
Top of the fourth inning, Sparky Howler Field. A couple changes, Pete. We're going to see Grant Crozier come in and take over first base for the Ironmen. Grant, a senior, getting some innings in here, and we're going to move Bodie Wolford, and this is a first, over to second base. We have not seen that yet this season. Waylon DeLong has pitched 3 beautiful innings so far for Coach McGraw and the Ironmen. He holds an 8-0 lead. Luke Holland, who has the only hit for Hillsboro, is at the plate. There's a fastball called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Holland was left on second base in the second inning after a single. That pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. DeLong just cruising along, has given up 1 hit. Did hit a batter, has walked 1, but all zeros on the scoreboard. There's a curveball into the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got all 4 of our seniors in the game at the moment that were honored in the pregame as Crozier joins Bodie Wolford, Ryan Simets, and Eli Ray. There's a hard hit ball. Bodie Wolford at second base. Fields it cleanly. The throw over to Crozier. Bodie looked like a second baseman with ease there, didn't he?
He looks like he belongs there.
Yes.
Well, I believe he's got some athletic talent.
He does have a little bit, doesn't he?
Had to go a little bit to his right and throw against his body there. Of course, we know Bodie has an arm, right?
He does have an arm.
Heading to Bryant University in Rhode Island.
Might offend some people, but the most accurate thrower of the football that I remember ever seeing.
I can't disagree with you. I've had eyes on the field for a long time, too.
Yep, we've been watching it for many decades. Carter Stingley at the plate. He struck out his first time up. There's a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 count. Waylon DeLong getting ahead of his hitters. One out. There is a ball popped up, foul, over a red truck driving down Huron Street. Count stays at 0-2. Right-handed DeLong, curveball, and there's a swing and a miss and another strikeout for Waylon. That'll be his 5th strikeout in this contest as we're in the top of the 4th inning. He has been in command. Ironman got a great start out of Ryland Wyant Monday night. That guaranteed a co-FAC championship. Waylon giving Coach McGraw a great start tonight as the Ironman trying to get an outright Frontier Athletic Conference championship.
I think we got a different batter in there, Dan, number 21. If you got the roster.
I got it. Let me see here, and that is Logan Barton getting a chance at the plate. Barton hits from the right side. Curveball, low and outside to him. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We'll be back on the air Monday night, Pete Wilson. Good curveball for a strike by DeLong. Ironton comes to town. Always a fun matchup to take on the Tigers in any athletic adventure.
They are among the leaders, or tied for the lead in the OVC.
There's a curveball down into the dirt, bounces away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The Ironmen have been in cruise control so far in this one. They have the 8-0 lead. The 2-2. Wow. That is a ball just outside.
Everybody froze on that.
Yeah.
Wondering whether that was strike
Pretty
3.
good fastball. Full count to Logan Barton, and there's a pitch, a swing, and it's a miss, and another strikeout. Number 6 on the evening for Waylon DeLong, and he has given Coach McGraw 4 outstanding innings here on the mound for our Jackson Ironmen. So after 3.5 innings, it is your Jackson Ironmen 8, Hillsboro Indians 0. We'll be right back with more Jackson Ironmen baseball right here.
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials, Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. VCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit VCRMCO.com to apply. VCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Kind of a cloudy, overcast day here, but no rain. It rained last night, a ton of water last night, but the field handled it nicely. And our Jackson Ironmen have the 8-0 lead over Hillsboro. And the outstanding pitching and hitting of Waylon DeLong is up to bat, and he hits a high fly ball to the right fielder. He has a play on it. He does make a catch. It's the first time they got Waylon out tonight. He had 2 singles, 3 RBIs, had scored 2 runs, and has pitched 4 nearly flawless innings on the mound for Coach McGraw. Ashton Seymour coming up. They haven't got him out either. He walked in the first, single in the second. Ashton getting the start in right field. He's kind of settled in at that position. Catcher took one, gosh, was it in the neck, Pete? It was in the dirt and bounced up. Jason Crawford coming out to talk to him.
I didn't see, but he is definitely in some pain.
Jack Cornell trying to shake off whatever happened, but he's holding up around his neck area. The ball bounced around. If it got him, well, Jason gives him a pat on the back, and I think Cornell told him he's ready to go.
Well, I tell you what,
Coach McGraw is going to bring out a thing of water for him, maybe to.
You can't cover every inch of your body when you're a catcher.
No, you got to be tough. Seymour will step back into the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch a little bit low and outside. 1 ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. There is a ground ball, slowly hit to the shortstop, fields it cleanly, and a quick throw over, and it is an out. Shortstop has made a couple nice plays, and that wasn't an easy one because it was kind of slowly hit, but a good arm gets it over there and gets Ashton out. 2 outs. This is the quietest inning for the Ironmen so far. Cooper Markham coming up, got on with the fielder's choice in that first inning, walked in the second. 2 quick outs. And there is a shot to left center field to see if center fielder can get it. It's off his glove. It will fall for a hit. Cooper's going to try to stretch it into 2, and he does. As far as he had to run, Pete, do you give him a double on that one?
I'm going to say that's a double. It did go off the center fielder's glove. He had to go a long way, but it just kind of hit the tip of the front of the glove there, and
he was having to backhand it. Makes it a little
he never
bit
had
tougher.
the ball. Never had the ball. Didn't drop it. Just didn't catch it.
Right. Rylan Wyant flied out in the first, had an RBI single in the second. He is our DH today. Runner at second. There are 2 outs. And there is a shot to left field, but the left fielder, did he get a chance? He did. A nice running catch. Tell you what, that one almost fell in front of him, but he dives for that one and gets Rylan out. Rylan hit it hard again for the 3rd time tonight. But for the first time this evening, the Ironmen do not score. They did have a double by Cooper Markham. So after 4 full innings of play, it is your Jackson Ironmen 8, Hillsboro Indians 0. We'll be back with more Jackson Ironman baseball in just 1 minute.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin and Associates.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. Brady Julerit is the batter. He started out as the pitcher. I believe he's over at first base now.
Been listening to our commercials between innings. Our sponsors, very special. They make these broadcasts happen.
Pitch is a little bit low on the curveball. Julerit walked the first time.
Shout out to Stockroom 601. John Clark Law, Edward Jones by Chad Niddle. Red Apple Realty. Go, Pete.
Fouled out of play through strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Kelly Wiley Realty. Top Tier Customs. Apple City Wholesalers. Rent to Own. Angles Garage and Wrecker Service. Virgil Hamilton Insurance. University of Rio Grande.
1-1 pitch coming to Julerit. In there for strike 2. DeLong cruising along so far.
Charm Boutique. Archinettes, Matheny Small Engine Repair, Dave & Sons Cleaning, Jackson Transportation, Belicio Foods, Schuard Folks Insurance, Ohio Valley Bank, Eagle Loans, Keith Mannering Trucking, and Southern Ohio Smiles. That's quite a list, Pete Wilson, and they all make these broadcasts possible.
Absolutely. We appreciate every one of them. Ironmen, I think, making it worth the sponsorship, playing a lot of good baseball. There is a chopper hit to the third baseman, Markham. He's going to have to make the long throw. It draws the first baseman, Crozier, off the bag, and so Julerit is going to be safe on first base. I believe I'm going to have to give an error there to Markham. Was a tough play, but they did have time to get him, and the ball just sailed a little bit over Crozier's head, who is down there at first base.
Slowly hit to Cooper. He had to backhand it. It got there quickly and everything, but he tried to overthrow it just a touch and goes over Crozier's glove. So they do have a runner on first.
Brody Kelch, the shortstop, comes up.
Kelch has fielded a nice shortstop position today. He's made a couple of tough plays.
He has about three of them over there that I can remember right offhand. He is 0 for 1. He was retired on a grounder to the third baseman.
Also bats over a 400 clip for Hillsboro.
Down low, ball one. Good stop there by Smalley. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch is high and inside. Kelch ducks out of the way. 2 balls and 1 strike.
After tonight, the Ironmen go on the road tomorrow night to Reedsville Eastern, and then Friday night they will play at Athens before they come home to take on the Ironton Tigers on Monday night, which will bring that one to you.
No, I guess it was low. Ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. DeLong needs a strike here. 1 on, nobody out. Nice pitch over the outside corner in a good place. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Brody Kelch. Hillsboro has not dented the scoreboard yet. DeLong has struck out 6, walked 1, only given up 1 base hit back in the 2nd inning. Just off the plate, ball 4. And so Hillsboro now cooking here in the 5th inning with 2 on and nobody out. And here comes Mason Dumpert, the right fielder.
Second inning, the first batter got on with a single, the only single for Hillsboro, but Whalen able to pitch his way out of that, actually struck out the next 2 batters.
Good arm motion on the curveball, had Dumpert out in front, strike 1.
Let's see if he has a little more magic in that arm.
Two on, nobody out. Dumpert squares to bunt and does right in front of the plate. Markham's got it. He's going to have to go to first base. And Crozier unable to come up with it. It was a low throw. He had it and then wasn't able to keep up with it. And so the bases are loaded. That'll go down as an error there. Should have had him. We'll call that an error on the first baseman. And the bases are loaded now.
Cooper got a good jump on that bunt.
He did.
And when they did have him out at first, the bunt would have been successful to get the runners over, but now they have bases loaded, nobody out. Hillsboro making some noise for the first time tonight.
Walker Pence bats. Pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. Pence has he reached on a hit by pitch and also grounded out to the shortstop. We are back to the top of the order, so Hillsboro has a chance to get back in this ball game if they can string a hit or 2 now. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ironman defense is playing back for the double play. Shortstop Simons kind of pulled over a little bit towards second base. Pitch is outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks like we're going to get some action down in the Jackson bullpen. I believe
Tanner Jenkins is going to go down and at least warm up a little bit. We've seen him in multiple relief roles this season.
Quick throw over to first. Ooh, close over there.
Whalen does have a nice move over to
really
first
quick
base.
Move. Crozier put the tag on and the batter went in standing up, but it was a close call over there for him. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike here as Hillsboro tries to get on the scoreboard. Excellent opportunity to do so. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch called high there. 3 balls and 1 strike. what they call that one, it's ball 4. He started to swing, held up, and that is going to force in a run. And so Pence gets an RBI the easy way with the bat on his shoulder. The bases remain loaded, and it is now 8-1. Brody Kelch goes over to third. Mason Dumpert at second. Pence at first with an RBI on a walk.
Coach McGraw takes the slow walk out to the mound. So you got to think with Coach McGraw coming out there, they're possibly going to make a change. Well, now he walks back out. He has the whole infield huddled up. And he's not going to make a change. He leaves Waylon out there. Very quick meeting, actually. He does have Tanner Jenkins warming up in the bullpen.
He might be playing for time a little bit. Tanner's not been down there very long.
Right. Tanner started the game at second base.
Jack Cornelly, the catcher, is up. He is 0 for 2, and there is a chopper to the third baseman. He's going to go to third base for force. He's going to throw across the diamond. Is he out over there?
He got the lead runner, but they did not get the man out at first base.
All right, well, Hillsboro does score a run on that.
Run.
Kelch came in to score. Dumpert is forced at third on the unassisted put out there by Markham for the first out. Pence came all the way around the third while the Ironmen were throwing the ball to first. And so Pence down at third base now, and it's 8-2. There's now down at first on the fielder's choice is Cornelli. Here is Zach Brown, who started out in center field, is now the pitcher, fouled out and struck out 0 for 2. So Hillsboro's den of the scoreboard with 2 runs here, and they still have a chance for more with 2 on and 1 out. Oh, did they get him over there? No, they say safe.
That was close.
Oh, they say safe over there. It looked like they had an excellent chance to get him, and the play was called, the umpire over stationed near second base called him safe.
Quick move by Waylon and a nice job by Crozier there putting the tag on him. Just got a hand in the last second.
Squares to bunt does the batter, and it's called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got him on the corners, still just 1 out. 2 runs in on the inning.
There goes the runner. They throw it cut off by Wolford. So they allow the steal there by Cornelli. The moment was predictable they'll do that with a runner on third. So now there's runners on third and second. There is still 1 out. Hillsboro with 2 runs in. They've cut the lead to 8-2. The count to Brown is 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch is called strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. DeLong looks at the runner at third, now comes with the plate. Pitch is outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, I don't see Tanner Jenkins down in the bullpen anymore, so he must be ready if needed.
Couple errors, couple walks. No hits in this inning, but Hillsboro.
And there's a ground ball. Simons has got it, and he's not going to have any play there.
Yep.
The runner from second was moving on the play, and there wasn't time to get the force out, and no chance to get the runner at first. It would have been a tough play for Simons trying to throw across the diamond on a dangerous throw. In to score is Pence. That makes it 8-3. Cornelli, who was hustling, running on the play to avoid a play at third, is over at third now. And Brown is on with an infield single, and Hillsboro has plated 3 runs now to cut the lead to 8-3. And here is their best hitter, Luke Holland, now up. And there goes the runner down to second base, and there'll be no throw. The ball bounced in front of Smalley. He was able to keep it in front of him, but no throw down to second. And so Hillsboro with 2 runners in scoring position now in this 3-run inning for him here in inning number 5.
All of a sudden, Hillsboro back in the game, especially with 2 runners in scoring position here. And there's a throw over to third and another close play. Nice job by Cooper Markham to catch and get a tag, but the runner gets back.
The ball came in on a short hop, and Markham made a nice play, put the tag down, but not in time to get Cornelly over there at third base. Count is 1-0. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner with the fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Holland single and grounded out to the second baseman, 1 for 2. Chance to really put his team back in the game with a base hit that could score 2 runs. Curveball, nice pitch, strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Had him reaching for that.
One of his better pitches, and he needed it right then.
Still just 1 out.
DeLong steps on, steps back off. Curveball, called strike 3.
Pretty pitch.
Froze him on the curveball, got the call on the inside corner for out number 2. A big out, getting the cleanup hitter Luke Holland out after Hillsboro had scored 3 and had 2 in scoring position. Carter Stingley has struck out twice, looking to atone for that here in a very important at-bat for his team as they try to get back in this game. Ball gets by Smalley, but not far enough for Cornelly to think about trying to score. He came down the line a little bit, but decided to stay back at third base.
Pretty quick move by Smalley to chase that ball down, and Cornelly, we looked at him, he shook his head. Nope, I'm not going to give that a try. Don't need a running out on the base path right now when you're down 8-3.
Pitch is high with the fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. DeLong trying to bounce back and get Stingley. 2 outs now. Hillsboro with 3 runs in. 2 runners on base on third and on second. Pitch a little outside, ball 3. Busy week for the Ironmen. Of course, they played Monday at Hillsboro, and we're here tonight against Hillsboro. Reidsville Eastern on the road Thursday. Athens on the road on Friday. 2 pretty good baseball teams. Reidsville Eastern, a small school, but they are good in baseball. Pitch, oh my, okay, that's outside, ball 3.
Close, very close.
And the bases are loaded once again, and this is Nate Barton. He came in for Nate Lane in the 4th inning as a hitter, and he struck out. Bases are loaded. Ball gets away from Smalley. They're going to try to score, and he is safe at the plate. Safe at the plate. Smalley tried to make the tag himself and give Cornelly credit for hustling. Good speed down the base pass. Took a chance, and it pays off for his team. It's now 8-4. The runners on first and second do advance, and so Hillsboro now has, once again, 2 runners in scoring position. We'll call that a wild pitch that allows Cornelly to score. And that ball is hit in the air to the right fielder. Seymour is out there, and that is the end of the inning on the 3rd out on a fly ball to right. However, in the inning, Hillsboro gets 4 runs.
I think just 1 hit.
That's what I'm seeing too. Had to look down the whole lineup there. 4 runs, 9 hits. 2 errors for Jackson, and there was 2 men left on base. So in the middle of the 5th inning, we've got ourselves a little bit more of a ball game. It's the Jackson Ironmen 8, the Hillsboro Indians 3. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
A special thanks to Henderson's Western Store for sponsoring our ground camera. Your support helps make all of this possible. Thank you, Henderson's.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation, serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable, and affordable service since 1995. Call 740-288-2091 and arrive in style.
When life throws you the unexpected, you need someone who knows the law and knows the community.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 5. Ironmen, instead of 8-0, now lead 8-4, so it wouldn't be bad to get some insurance here. It will start off with one of Jackson's seniors getting a chance to bat for the first time. That's Grant Crozier. He was inserted into the ball game a couple innings ago at first base, and this is his first time up to the plate. Then we would go back up to the top of the order, Leighton Camp and Eli Ray. Zach Brown's done a good job since he's come in there. He has given up 1 run, but that's it. He's pitched 2, and he has pitched, 2 innings. First pitch to Crozier, a swing and a miss. Crozier wears number 7 on his back. Pitch is high, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You're right, Pete. Zach Brown has kept Hillsboro in the contest, and then they took care of business there that last inning, putting a 4 spot up. So we got a baseball game.
Third pitch is ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch is inside, ball 3, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one pitch to Crozier, and that's a hard ground ball to the third baseman. Got it on 1 hop, throws across the diamond, and Crozier is retired for the first out. Back up to the top of the order, that's Leighton Camp. He has been on all 3 times. Walked twice and on with the fielder's choice, scored a couple of runs. Oh, Leighton Camp batting left up there, and there's a ball outside for ball 1. Jackson 8, Hillsboro 4. Once again, a Jackson victory would give them an outright Frontier Athletic Conference championship and their 3rd championship in a row, called strike 1 to Leighton Camp.
5th out of 6 years.
Miami Trace in 2nd place, a game out. They're playing Greenfield McLean tonight. Obviously, they're in a must-win situation. Ball is hit in the air. The center fielder, well, no, I'm sorry. I lost track of that ball. It's the shortstop camping under it. It hit way up in the air, and the shortstop makes the play for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down very quickly here in the 5th inning. Single, struck out, and a sacrifice fly RBI for Eli Ray. He is one of the 4 Ironmen seniors, having a nice game here on senior night.
Having a great senior season.
Pitch is high and inside for ball 1.
Overall, a young Jackson Ironmen baseball team, but boy, they are the heart of the order are the 3 seniors. They have been their hitters. They're top hitters throughout this season, and he just takes one to the shoulder there, Pete Wilson. He gets on base.
So Eli on base here with 2 outs and nobody on. And here is the red-hot Ryan Simons. Single, double, grounded out to short. 2 for 3, 2 runs scored.
Has to be one of the highest batting averages in the area, over 540 for the season.
Eli Ray is running, and they're not even going to bother to throw. He's down at second base.
He had a running start there, and Eli's speed, we know what that is. He had it easily stolen.
Ryan Simons, he produces for sure, but I think you could say he is a coach's dream in whatever sport he's playing.
Yes.
The type of young man he is.
Yep.
And leader. Pitch coming to Simons is called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eli Ray out there at second base right now after the hit by pitch and the stolen base. Simons trying to bring him in here to put a little more distance between the Ironmen and Hillsboro. Ironmen had led 8-0, then Hillsboro put a 4 spot on the board here in the top of the 5th inning to make it much more of a ball game, give Hillsboro a fighting chance. Count to Simons is 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch is just outside through ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Bodie Wolford on deck.
Preferred walk-on to Ohio State. How exciting is that, Pistol?
Oh, that's quite an accomplishment. They just don't let anybody do that.
No.
3-1 pitch is outside and low, ball 4. Simons takes the walk. 2 runners on base after 2 had been retired. Here is Bodie Wolford. He has singled, struck out, and grounded out to short. 1
Maybe
for
the
3.
longest single of the season. About 3 feet from being a grand slam in the first inning. Off the left field wall, the tall, very tall left field wall. Bodie batting at a 400 clip for his senior year.
Well, Zach Brown now has to work his way out of trouble here as the Ironmen have put 2 on. They certainly don't want to allow the Ironmen to score any more runs after scoring 4 themselves in the top of the 5th inning. Ball 1 to count to Bodie. They throw back to second.
Whoops.
And it gets through into center field, and both runners are going to advance. We'll call that an error on the pitcher. Throw was a little bit low. Simons was Ray was getting back, and that wasn't easy for the fielder to see the ball, I think. But as it is, it goes into center field, and both runners advance. And there is a hard grounder or bouncer off the shortstop's glove into left field. 1 run is going to score, or 2 runs are going to score, Eli Ray and Ryan Simons, and that's going to be a base hit. The shortstop has been very good, but he couldn't quite pick that hot shot out.
That was a shot by Bodie, and that's 2 more RBIs for our cleanup hitter. 3 on the contest. Boy, did he hit that one on the nose.
Right at the shortstop on the short hop, and it glanced off his glove. It would have been a great play if he would have been able to spare that one. But Jackson now leading 10-4.
Look at Bodie stealing bases out there.
There goes Bodie down to second on an uncontested steal. They didn't try to hold him on, and then they didn't try to throw once he was running. Got a nice break there on that play. Waylon DeLong up, 2 runs scored. He has singled twice and flied out to left.
3 RBIs plus an outstanding pitched game. Got in a little trouble there in the last inning. He's only given up 2 hits in the contest, but a couple walks, a couple errors allowed Hillsboro to score some runs.
DeLong hits it in the air. The third baseman is in foul territory, and he's got it. So in the inning for the Ironmen, they do score 2 runs to get 2 of those runs back that they, after giving up 4 in the top of the inning, they had 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and there was 2 runners left on base. So after 5 full innings of play, it's the Jackson Ironmen now 10, the Hillsboro Indians 4. You're listening to and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
From personal injury to criminal defense, family law to estate planning, John Clark has the experience you can trust. Call today, 740-286-4200, or visit 221 East Main Street in Jackson.
Every home is part of a chapter in your life story. Whether it's your first home, a place in your growing family, or an empty nester cottage, I'm here for you. From my team to yours, go Ironman.
As we honor the spirit of hard work and the American grit that keeps our community strong, Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping is here to help you tackle the tough jobs. When winter hits, count on our fast, dependable snow removal, and don't forget to stop in and look at our wide selection of firewood for sale so your home stays warm all winter long. If you have a storage shed that needs cleaned out, call 740-577-2218 today, and they'll get it done quickly and professionally. This season, choose a locally trusted, veteran-owned and operated team that believes in service, reliability, and pride in every job. Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping, working hard for the red, white, and you.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur.
The sixth inning here, Jackson leading 10-4. Both teams scored in that fifth inning. Hillsboro had 4, then Jackson got 2 of them back in the bottom of the inning, so the score now stands 10-4. Hillsboro needs some more runs here to get back in this game and have a chance of trying to knock Jackson out of its wishes for an undisputed FAC title. They're going to have to do some work. Here in the sixth, it will be Brady Julerit batting to lead off. Hillsboro did bat around in that last inning. Swing and a miss by Julerit.
Julerit was the initial starting pitcher in today's contest. The Ironmen got to him for 5 in the first and 2 in the second.
Nice curveball in there, strike 2. Julerit got on a walk. He is also, he got on a walk and an error. He's been on twice and scored a run.
Umpire calls timeout, had a discussion with Julerit. We weren't privy to that, but looks like they're ready to go. 0-2 count.
Oh-2 pitch to Julerit. Nice curveball. Ball 1. Look good, Dan.
Just misses. Top of the 6th inning here at Sparky Howler Field.
1-2 pitch coming. Hit in the air, but behind us. Fouled out of play. 1 ball and still 2 strikes. One-two pitch, outside, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. In there, called strike 3, looked like a good pitch, and the umpire agreed. So called strikeout against Julerit. I believe strikeout number 7, maybe for DeLong.
How about 8?
Oh, 8, okay. 8 strikeouts for DeLong. Here is Brody Kelch. He has walked and retired on a put out at third base.
I've got him for 8 strikeouts, and it's been a very good job. He's only had trouble in that 1 inning after a couple Ironman errors and a couple walks led to the 4 runs. He's been pretty much on top of his game every other inning. Do you agree with my number of strikeouts,
I believe you're right. Bodie Wolford's got it over to first. Got him. So Bodie's made a couple of
well, actually, that's
there.
Tanner Jenkins back in second base, and Bodie's slipped back over to first base.
Oh, okay. I should have seen that happen out there. Tanner was at second base to start the game, then came out and is back in at second base.
Quick 2 outs, nonetheless.
Mason Dumpert up, reached on an error and popped up to the shortstop. Nice curveball in the inside corner. Nice pitch. Another curveball, had Dumpert out in front, fouls it off his foot, it looks like. That's strike 2. So DeLong, after giving up 4 runs in the last inning, looks like he's back on the beam here in the 6th. He retired the first 2 batters ahead of Dumpert, 0-2, trying to get that 3rd straight out here in the inning to put him down 1-2-3. Oh-2 pitch coming. A little bit high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Whalen has only given up 2 hits. One of those was an infield hit.
Nice curveball, but must have been a little outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch coming to Dumpert. Just off the corner for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Good discipline by Dumpert to watch that one go by.
Right down the heart of the plate he was taken. Cost him. So 1-2-3 inning there for DeLong. 2 strikeouts included. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. In the middle of the 6th, it's the Jackson Ironmen 10, the Hillsboro Indians 4. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wilson, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
Are you looking for the perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson. We're the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local pros at Red Apple Realty. They know Jackson and Ohio like the back of their hand, and they want to make your move smooth, simple, and successful. From first homes to forever homes, farms to fixer-uppers, they have the keys to your next chapter. If it's residential, commercial, or you're looking for land, their agents will search statewide for whatever you need. Call Red Apple Realty today at 740-577-3600 or visit redapplerealtyllc.com. Need furniture, appliances, electronics, mattresses? Jackson's Rent to Own has you covered. No credit checks, flexible payment plans, and fast delivery, so you can enjoy what you want when you want it.
Number 6 here. Ironmen leading 10-4. We presume this will be their last at bat. That's the way we want it to be, as they are. We are just 1 inning away from the final inning, the 7th inning, and for the Ironmen in the 6th inning, though, we will have if we have the scheduled hitters up, it will be Ashton Seymour, Cooper Markham, and Rylan Wyatt.
Ashton walking to the box and Cooper on deck, so the first 2 of those 3 for sure. Rylan Wyatt also, Pete Wilson, has hit the ball right on the nose 3 times in a row in his at-bats.
And swing and a foul back by Ashton Seymour. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch is high and away for 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. It's hit deep to right field. Right fielder coming in, got a beat on it, and
can't get there.
It drops in, and Ashton Seymour, hustling all the way, is going to get a sliding double there. Right fielder came, had to move to his left to get to it, and the ball just dropped right by his feet. He tried to spear it, but could not come up with it. And so the inning begins with a double by Ashton Seymour, and he hustled to get it to second base.
His second hit of the contest. He has walked 2 hits, single and a double. Leads things off for the Ironmen here, bottom of the 6th inning.
Cooper Markham's been on all 3 times, a fielder's choice, a walk, and a double. And he bunts, and it's going to be in the air. Is anyone going to be able to get it? Nope, they can't. Markham tried to bunt it towards first base, bunted it in the air, but too far for any of the fielders to catch up to it and get it.
Going to now have a quick discussion with Coach McGraw. Markham has been on 3 times, one by a fielder's choice. He walked and has had a double.
You know, let's see if he's bunting again. I have to believe he was bunting for a hit there with this situation the way it is right now, 10-4. First baseman is in on the grass now, and that is hit high in the air. Shortstop goes back, center fielder comes in, and did the shortstop hold on to it?
What
Yes,
a
he
catch.
did. Shortstop made an outstanding play. I think it would have been easier for the center fielder, but the shortstop kept going back, went down on his stomach, and was able to hold on to that ball. It was an outstanding play there.
I thought that was one of those pop-ups that was just going to find the magic spot out there where nobody was, and shortstop did a great job, Kelch, of chasing that down and making almost a diving catch to get it.
Well, here is Rylan Wyatt now, and he takes ball 1.
Hit a shot to the pitcher in the first inning, had an RBI single, well hit ball into right field, then hit a shot to the left fielder who made a great play on it.
Wyatt hits the ball in front of the plate, but hits in the batter's box, so it's going to be called a foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ironmen leading 10-4. They've got a potential 11th run out there at second base in the person of Ashton Seymour, a leadoff double. And there's a hard grounder on 1 bounce to the second baseman, throws over to first. Wyatt is retired. Going over to third is not Cooper Markham, but Ashton Seymour. So there are 2 outs, and the runner now at third base. And this will be Tanner Jenkins coming back to the plate. Tanner singled back in the first inning.
Had an RBI.
And then struck out. Came out of the lineup so Crozier could hit, and now he's back in there. Got a chance for an RBI here if he can get a base hit. Ball is up high for ball 1. Pitch is high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes.
Ironman with the 10-4 lead. If you tuned in late, Ironman got 7 runs in the first 2 innings.
Good pitch there on the outside corner, called strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tanner Jenkins, a sophomore. One of the players I'm sure Coach Josh McGraw will be counting on a lot the next 2 years. Called strike 2 to Tanner. Pitch is up high, ball 3. Zach Brown came in the second inning after Jackson had jumped ahead 6-0 and done a real good job since then. Foul back at the screen. Or make it 7-0 when he came in. So he's given up 3 runs. But he's given his teammate at least a chance.
Yep, he's kept him in the game. Actually, Hillsboro cut the lead down to 8-4 at once, and the Ironmen got 2 runs there in the bottom of the 5th.
Pitch to Tanner is up high, and Tanner gets a 2-out walk. So now the Ironmen have 2 runners on. Seymour at third, of course, Jenkins now at first. We go back up to the top of the order, and Leighton Camp scored a couple of runs. He's walked on with a fielder's choice. He walked another time, and he popped up to the shortstop. 2 runs scored for Leighton Camp. Runner is going, and there's going to be no throw down there, so a stolen base for Tanner. Pitch was called a strike. Cornely not throwing down to second, which is usually what happens in high school when there's a runner at third. Good fastball, but called a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Called strike 2 on the outside corner. Nicely placed pitch by Zach Brown. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is inside with a fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch to Camp is high and outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch coming, fouled behind us. We'll do the 3-2 pitch again. High ball 4, and Camp draws a full count walk. And
Third time today he has walked.
That's what the leadoff hitter is supposed to do, get on base. So Camp has done that 4 out of 5 times in this game. Eli Ray is going to bat, but first we're going to have, it looks like there's going to be a pitching change out there as Coach Ben Miller comes out. And the Hillsboro fans give Brown a good round of applause,
Yeah,
which
Zach
he deserves.
he did a good job. He, like I said, he came in a terrible, tough situation and has kept the game at least in play. The Ironmen now have the bases loaded, 10-4 lead. Actually, Eli Ray would be a game-ending run at the plate. There are 2 outs if he would score, and everybody ahead of him would.
Walker Pence, who was the leadoff hitter and was in there at second base. He is the new pitcher, the 3rd one for Hillsboro this game. So he's going to be given a chance to warm up. Two men are out. Jackson has not scored, but they're in position to do so. With 2 runners on base, Ashton down base, Tanner have just drawn the walk at first base.
As we mentioned, Jackson trying to pick up their 17th victory on the season, but more importantly, an outright Frontier Athletic Conference championship. That takes place with a win tonight.
Well, Eli has singled, struck out, had a sacrifice fly RBI, and got on a hit by pitch. He has scored 2 runs and driven in 1.
Has a stolen base snuck in there also.
Absolutely
Pretty
does.
Full day at the office.
Oh, 1 pitch to Ray, and that is a hard grounder, just foul. So it goes to 0-2. Pence has got 2 quick strikes on the dangerous Eli Ray. And there's a hard liner that's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Couldn't quite get it. 1 run is going to score. Seymour is scoring. There is Jenkins also scoring, and in at second base. Oh, they're calling him out at second base. Okay. Well, Eli Ray, though, does get credit for a single to plate 2 more runs. That's 3 RBIs now for Eli, as he gets credit for a single. In to score is Seymour. In to score also is Tanner Jenkins, who was hustling all the way. So the Ironmen now stretch their lead to 12-4. So in the inning for the Ironmen, they get 2 runs on 2 base hits. There was no Hillsboro errors, and there was nobody left on base. So, or 1 man left on base, Leighton Camp. So in the inning for the Ironmen, as we said, 2 runs. So the score is now Jackson 12, Hillsboro 4. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
From big screen TVs to comfy sofas, brand name washers and dryers, and now a great selection of tires to keep you rolling. We make it easy to own the things you love. Come see us today at Jackson's Rent to Own, 427 East Main Street, where you get more for your money and a smile with every deal.
It's time to rent to own.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows.
The Ironmen trying to lock up a Frontier Athletic Conference championship. They are 3 outs away from it. New pitcher on the mound will be Tanner Jenkins for Coach McGraw. Great, outstanding effort once again by Waylon DeLong. 6 innings of work, only gave up, I think it was just 2 hits in the contest, right around 10 strikeouts. Excellent outing by Waylon to give Coach McGraw 6 innings of pitching. He also had a big day at the plate with a couple of hits, 3 RBIs, so pretty good day of work for the freshman pitcher.
Right, and I believe, just looking at it, kind of a judgment call, I believe that none of those runs are earned in the 5th inning.
I think you're right on that. Waylon now, he goes out to second base, replacing Tanner Jenkins there. Jenkins, a right-hander, curveball, a little bit inside. Ironman trying to pick up that 17th win. Top of the order for Hillsboro, Walker Pence, who was the last pitcher of account for Hillsboro, been the 3rd pitcher tonight. That pitch by Tanner a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. 12-4 your Ironman lead. They've scored in every inning except the 4th. That pitch is low and inside. 3 balls, no strikes. There is a hard ground ball to Ryan Simets. Scoops it, throws it. High throw over to Bodie Wooford. It grazes off his glove, so the runner will be safe. Pete, I think that has to be an error. I think we had him.
Right, I think it is.
Runner on first, leadoff hitter. That's Walker Pence. Jack Cornell coming up, the catcher. He is struck out, flied out, got on a fielder's choice, had a stolen base, ended up scoring one of their runs. Ball gets away from Smalley to the backstop. Runner will advance to second base. That pitch was in the dirt. Jack Cornell has, once again, as we said, got on the last time up, did score a run. Ironmen have the 8-run lead. Hillsboro, there's a high fly ball. Leighton Camp will camp under that one. He makes the catch, the throw, and the runner's going to advance to third base. He tags. So we have a runner on third, 1 out. And Zach Brown coming up to the bat. Very high fly ball hit there by Cornell, but it was just deep enough to get the runner advanced. Brown has a single his last time up. There's a curve ball, a little bit low. Popped up in the first, called out on strikes in the third. Single in the 5th. That ball is fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That curveball a little bit low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ironmen 2 outs away from their 17th victory, but more importantly, third straight Frontier Athletic Conference championship. That pitch is low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Walker Pence on third base. There is 1 out. Tanner Jenkins pitches inside. That'll be a walk. Got him on the corners now as Luke Holland comes up to bat. Luke is 1 for 3, has one of the few hits. There's only been 2 of them for Hillsboro in this contest. And he grounded out and was called out on strikes his last time up. Righty versus righty. Pitch is a little bit outside. That pitch will be a called strike. Runner is stealing second base. The throw down gets away from the second baseman, so a run will score. Zach Brown gets a stolen base. He'll end up at second. Walker Pence is able to score as the throw down to second gets away. Score now stands at 12-5. A runner on second, still just 1 out. That pitch is just inside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Zach Brown started in center field, went to the pitcher's mound. He is at second base. There's a strike. Good fastball right down the middle by Tanner Jenkins. There's a pitch back, and I think they got him picked off. They do. Nice job there by Tanner Jenkins. Throws it behind the runner to Waylon DeLong. He gets the tag on him. They pick off the runner at second base.
I think the runner was maybe more concerned about Simons at shortstop, and DeLong kind of backdoored him.
Yes, he did. 2 outs. We're 1 out away, and there's a slow hit ground ball. It's foul. Did come out in front of the plate, but it was a foul ball. 1 out away from the Frontier Athletic Conference championship. 3rd in a row, 5th out of 6 years. And that's a ground ball hit to DeLong, and it's off his glove and into right field. That will be an error. Runner will be safe at first base. Still 2 outs.
Oh, the Ironmen with 3 errors in this inning so far. 1 run in. Trying to get this last out.
Carter Stingley up to the plate. He did walk his last time up. Struck out the previous 2. Pitch a little bit inside. Twelve to 5 your score. Jackson has been in control from the start in this contest. That pitch is a little low. 2 balls, no strikes. Trying to wrap this one up and go 9-1 for the year in the Frontier Athletic Conference. Back-to-back gold balls the 2 years previously. That means you went 10-0 within the league play. If they get this one, that means the Ironmen are 29-1 within the league, Pete Wilson. That's a pretty amazing stat the last 3 years.
That's kind of quite a statement when you can do that.
Yep, that's a walk to Carter Stingley. Barton comes back up to the plate. Logan Barton. Curveball, a little bit low. 2 runners on, 2 outs. First pitch is a ball. 2 gold balls and possible 9-1. That is kind of amazing when you sit and say 29-1 in the Frontier Athletic Conference, which is a very good baseball league.
Right, I'm sure Jackson, even though they had a lot of young players, they still had that mark on their back by the other teams in the league too, gunning for them.
That pitch catches the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on with 2 outs. Ironman trying to get that elusive final out in this contest. Logan Barton at the plate. And there's a ground ball to third baseman. Cooper Markham scoops it up, touches third base, gets the lead runner out. And the Ironmen have picked up victory number 17 on the season. And they are once again Frontier Athletic Conference champions, going 9-1 this year in the Frontier Athletic Conference. 3rd year in a row they are league champs. 5th year in the last 6. Now the loudspeaker is announcing that they are the Frontier Athletic Conference champions. Get a big round of applause by the home crowd here at home. And for a league championship, Pete Wilson, for Coach Josh McGraw, that is his 8th league championship. That dates back to SEOAL years. So a big pat on the back to Coach McGraw also.
Well, when you have done what the Ironmen have done the last 5 years, in this particular era, and then Coach McGraw has done it 8 times, it's no accident.
It's not by luck. So the Ironmen come away with a 12-5 victory tonight. And the Ironmen are going to get their championship medals. They said the announcement is that Coach McGraw will pass those out. See Red Thompson down there in the dugout, Pete Wilson. Going to be coverage for the Telegram as we have our league champions. We are the champions playing on the loudspeaker. 17-3 are your Jackson Ironmen. They don't get a break. They go right back to work again tomorrow night. They do get to enjoy this one for a few moments, but they will head to Reedsville Eastern tomorrow night. And then Friday night, they head to Athens. That's always a good matchup. Athens, solid baseball program year in, year out. So we're going to take a timeout. We will be back with more post-game activities as we will, as we always do, get a chance to interview Coach McGraw, get his thoughts on tonight's contest. It is your Jackson Ironmen defeating the Hillsboro Indians by a score of 12-5. This is Jackson Ironmen basketball on Total Media Sports.
Your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
It's that time of year again. It's football season. Stop in and see us at the Sherwood Falks Insurance Agency to learn more about Ohio Mutual. We can help you select the right coverage for your needs. Call us today at 740-286-1708 or visit us on the web at SherwoodInsurance.com.
At Apple City Wholesalers, you'll never pay retail. Save 40 to 70% on name brand items from toys and tools to fashion and home goods. Get ready for your summer with their great deals on their outdoor inventory too. Don't miss their popular Facebook Live sales from Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. featuring 50 to 60 items each night. Visit them on Facebook or stop by in person. Apple City Wholesalers, your budget-friendly shopping destination.
And now, a special thanks to Top Tier Customs for sponsoring our instant replay.
Top Tier Customs in Jackson is your local destination for bold builds and custom styles. From lift kits and lighting to wheels, winches, and more, we do it all with expert care. Bring your truck, Jeep, or SUV in today and leave with a ride that truly stands out.
Virgil Hamilton Nationwide Insurance in Jackson offers tailored coverage for auto, home, renters, business, life, and more. Our friendly team makes insurance simple. Get expert advice and local service you can trust right here in your community.
Are you looking for a reliable title company? Warranty Title Agency is a place you can trust. Whether you're closing on your first home or deed preparation, title exams, and more, Warranty Title Agency has got you covered. Stop by 227 East Main Street, Jackson, or call 740-286-2248.
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials, Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. BCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit BCRMCO.com to apply. BCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
A special thanks to Henderson's Western Store for sponsoring our ground camera. Your support helps make all of this possible. Thank you, Henderson's.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit VCNBFamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation, serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable, and affordable service since 1995. Call 740-288-2091 and arrive in style.
When life throws you the unexpected, you need someone who knows the law and knows the community. From personal injury to criminal defense, family law to estate planning, John Clark has the experience you can trust. Call today, 740-286-4200, or visit 221 East Main Street in Jackson.
Every home is part of a chapter in your life story. Whether it's your first home, a place in your growing family, or an empty nester cottage, I'm here for you. From my team to yours, go Ironmen.
As we honor the spirit of hard work and the American grit that keeps...
Here he comes. He's on the run. We're here. Okay, we're back here at Dix Parkey Haller Field. Took a little bit longer break than usual there as the Ironmen were celebrating, passing out some medals, shirts, I think. Of course, the championship team photo, a feel-good time for the Ironmen. They certainly earned it by going 9-1 in the
Coach
conference.
McGraw showing some good hustle getting back up here to the press box. Congrats, Coach.
All right, we are joined by Coach Josh McGraw, who has just won a championship. I believe, is that your 8th championship here, sir?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So. Well, hard to keep track of them, right? 8th championship here, and of course the 2026 Jackson Ironmen cop another FAC championship tonight. They go 9-1. They defeat Hillsboro to do it by a score of 12-5. And of course, Coach, I know you always want to win on senior night, but to also win an undisputed championship at the same time with a team that has to use a lot of young players,
right,
has to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it is a good feeling. Our goal at the beginning of the year is to win an FAC title, and that's tough. And I thought, this will be one of the tougher years to do it, how young we are. We have basically 17 varsity players and 11 are freshmen and sophomores. But they've all done a fabulous job this year, keeping us in games, winning games. It seems like every game we go out there, we have 5 or 6 guys that do something special that day. May not get in the headlines, but, they do a great job playing baseball.
Well, also only 4 seniors on this team, and of course 3 of them are very key players as far as being starters in the middle of the lineup. And
yeah.
And when on senior night, you like to see your seniors come through. And I think you have to say this, even though you've been so proud of those younger players that stepped up, Bodie Wooford, Ryan Simons, and Eli Ray in the middle of the lineup, they're your heart of your team.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They've had a fabulous season. Right there in the 2, 3, 4 spots now. They're mentally and physically, whether we're on defense, or at the plate, we'll go as far as they take us. And they've done a lot of damage at the plate this year. I mean, day in, day out, they come to the plate, and one of them, it seems like, is crushing the baseball.
Right. Well, each of them, by the way, had 2 hits tonight on my scorebook. Bodie Wooford with 3 RBIs, 3 RBIs through Eli Ray. Ryan Simons scored 3 times, Eli Ray twice, Bodie Wooford once. So, a lot of production there from your 2, 3, 4 hitters. But I've got to ask you this, Coach. I know what the standard of excellence is here. I know what the expectations are. But, if you're looking at it hard and objective, you're looking at a team where you've got to fill some holes. And this team, from the get-go, you're 16-3 now.
Yep.
16-3 now. You only lost 1 game in the conference. You have to be really proud of the way this team came together and developed as this season went on.
Oh yeah, we got better, especially from March. February and March when we start practicing. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect much. But it seemed like when we started the games, it was each day, each at bat, each inning, and then each week after that, we just got a little better. They work hard. It's all a testament to them, how they were raised. There's a lot of good kids that are raised very well and play the game the right way. They're in the weight room, they're getting extra hitting in, and they're paying attention. And the young guys do a good job of. They'll make a mistake because they are young, and we try not to make the same mistake twice, and they're doing a real good job with that. But yeah, we have some very young guys in important spots doing a great job. But at the end, we're being led by our 3 seniors in the middle of the lineup.
Right, and of course, your pitching came through almost from the start of the season. The question about pitching depth and who was going to do all the pitching, and you've had multiple players pitch up. Of course, Rylan Wyatt, considered your stoppers, had a great season. Waylon DeLong, just a freshman, kind of in that number 2 spot as a starter. Good relief off the bench as well. You didn't score a lot of runs or get a lot of hits early in the season, but that has come around the second half as well.
Yeah, we're getting better. Yeah, we weren't a great hitting ball team early in the season, and most of that had to do with guys were in the varsity lineup for the first time. Seeing first-time varsity pitching. We only had a few guys in the lineup that were out there last year. So they really hadn't seen that. And it was a weird beginning of the year. We had 2 seniors that are pitchers that can't pitch. Probably would have been our 1 and 2, but can't pitch because of football injuries. With Bodie and Eli, and that's okay. They're still performing in other roles. We had a young pitcher kind of go down with an arm injury, hasn't pitched all year. Those guys would have likely been our 1, 2, and in the top 4 pitchers. And we had to go to something else, and we don't talk much about it. It's just the next guy up. There's young guys, DeLong, in that number 2 pitcher spot has done a fabulous job as a freshman. Rylan Wyatt, he's a junior, really getting big time starts this year. I expected out of him because he was great last year. But he's done a fabulous job of every time he pitches, we don't have to use a lot of relief. He kind of puts us on his back and he carries us. But even more than that, most of our relief pitching is freshmen and sophomores. And extra starters like Jacob Gallagher, a freshman, Ashton Seymour, a sophomore, Landon Rapp, a sophomore, Braden Mannering, a sophomore, Cooper Markham, playing third base and pitching in relief, a sophomore. I'm probably missing a pitcher because running together up here, but a lot of young guys that we don't treat them as young, and it has a lot to do with how they're coaching or younger. It doesn't matter your age. You're expected to go out there and do your job, perform a role, and they've done a great job of that.
All right. Well, of course, we're heading towards the end of the regular season. I've got you 17-3, and of course you win the Frontier Athletic Conference undisputed. Everything going real well, but what are you looking for your team these last few games of the regular season so you're set up for the tournament?
We got to keep going. We got some good competition coming up. Tomorrow we're going to have to play, and Friday probably going to have to play a little tired. But then you find out what you're made of. I'm interested. Our infield's been spectacular this year. It has been awesome, and today wasn't great. And that might be the first game in 20 ball games where our infield wasn't the best unit on the field. And I'm interested to see how they come back tomorrow. I think they're going to be hungry, eager to get back out on the field and prove themselves because they're not happy when they make mistakes. And we had 4 or 5 of them tonight. And I'm interested to see how they come back and you approach the next game and the next play. So that's what we're looking for tomorrow. Just keep going there, but also let's reset. Kind of at the end of the season, it's a different type. Let's face it, we all wanted this FAC title. I haven't slept much in about the last 7 days. I need to call off work, Pete.
Well, I tell you what, the 5 runs in the first inning kind of takes a little pressure off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It takes a lot of pressure off, and I felt like maybe we got down a little bit and lackadaisical on defense a little bit, and that might have hurt us. But it is what it is. But yeah, I'm excited to get back on the field. See how they perform after winning this accomplishment, and we got to go tomorrow.
Right, and turning it around. I know you feel like the defense should have been better. You had the 5 errors, but Waylon DeLong, even though he had those runs in that inning, I had him for no unearned run.
They were all unearned. We had, I think, 3 errors in that inning, a couple other mistakes, missing signs and different things and tags. But yeah, he was fabulous on the mound tonight. Fastball, curveball for strikes. He dealt the whole night, did a great job. That's the most pitches I've had him. He was over 100. I had him. That's the first time he's done that all year. But yeah, he was spectacular, and we kind of expect that out of him. We don't look at him as a freshman anymore. He's just a pitcher on the Ironman baseball team, and we need him to do well and win us a title, and he did.
I tell you, how much does it mean? I know it's old hat, but how much does it mean, when you sit down to think about it? I know maybe you haven't done it yet. Maybe it hasn't sunk in, but how important is it? How special is it to win all these championships and, and to do it this year with a team that I think everybody, you have to admit, had to prove itself?
Yeah, absolutely. They're all special because it's so hard to win a league title. It's so many games. You can't just have one pitcher on the mound dominating or one good player. It takes a lot of guys. This one, might be more special than the ones in the past because of how young we were. Last couple of years we were probably the heavy favorites to win it, and we went undefeated. This year, I definitely wouldn't have considered us the favorites to win the league. If you'd asked me in February, I thought we'd probably be around 500 ball club. But again, that's where we were at in February. By March we were better, and by April we were a lot better. And they've turned into this, and they found a way to win games this year, and those games turned into a title.
Well, how much does the tradition and the past performance of having the championships, how much does that have to do with how this year's team performs?
It's big. Winning is contagious. Your tradition of winning is expected, and it's contagious. I was talking to one of my mentors one game this year, and we didn't play very well, but we found a way to win, and we were talking about that, and he's like, just remember, you probably won tonight because of how it's been the last few years. You develop that tradition of winning, and these guys just pick up and feed off of that. And everybody in these bleachers feeds off of that. When no one shows up to the park thinking they might lose that day, and they expect if we're up 5 or down 5, we're going to win that game. And I think that plays a role. Just the winning tradition, not only Jackson baseball but all Jackson athletics. A lot of these kids play multiple sports, and it comes in handy.
All right. Well, once again, Coach, congratulations on a big win tonight. It gave you another undisputed Frontier Athletic Conference championship. Just a skein of excellence that is the envy of a lot of other programs in the area. So congratulations to you and your team. And we will be back here Monday when you play Ironton. In the meantime, we've got 2 road games against 2 pretty good baseball programs.
Yeah, we do. I appreciate you, Pete.
All right, sir. That was Coach Josh McGraw, who just saw his team win a Frontier Athletic Conference championship, improve their record to 17-3, and so just an outstanding accomplishment. Dan Morrow, you never want to take something like this for granted.
Well, when you shortchanged him, Pete, the Ironmen are now 17-3. You mentioned 16-3 during that.
I corrected myself because I looked down at my notes.
Okay, 17-3, and once again for the attempting to become 6 straight years of winning 20 games or more, and that's what the Ironmen have kind of as a goal after this league championship, as they still have some baseball games to play in the regular season, and next week we'll probably find their draw out in tournament type. So this team has come leaps and bounds, so it's just hard to tell what is still ahead of them.
Right, still a lot of young players on this team. The sky is the limit. So for everybody here who helped get this broadcast possible, my buddy Dan Morrow, also the technical team here, and also all our sponsors, as we said before in the broadcast, that make it all possible. Once again, the final score here, the Jackson Ironmen defeat the Hillsboro Indians 12-5, and in the process win a undisputed Frontier Athletic Conference Championship. Good evening, everybody.